Idaho, 22 years old, has raced in a mountain marathon, she said, for the past 6 years. That's Ava.
It is like 5 a.m. and I got my makeup done already for the show, and starting off the day with we got our car booted. Great day. Flavormobile.
You are all good to go. If you would like me to, yeah, no problem. I can take the rest of that sticker off your window right there if you would like me to.
Yes, please.
Hello YouTube, and I'm about to break down the reel about how much it costs to do a bikini show, because today is actually show day for my first bikini show ever, and I just did the morning show, got judged, and now I get a couple hours off, and now I'm doing a night show where I'll figure out how I placed. First thing you are going to need to know is bikini shows, first off, take time. That is going to be your biggest investment. I lifted probably 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. On the 7th day, you're still doing a workout of like HIIT or cardio. So do you have 2 hours a day to spend lifting in the gym? That's the first thing you should ask. Second most expensive thing you're going to invest in is your coach. There's online coaches and there's in-person coaches. And since it was my first show, I wanted to hire an in-person coach so I could have in-person meetings and train with them in person. So I hired Eric Cafferty of the Mecca Gym here in Boise, Idaho, and he is top notch. He knows what he's doing. He trains pros, he trains bodybuilders, he trains powerlifters. So I wanted to go all in on this show to promote my business, and he cost me $1,500 for a 22-week prep from May until November. So not all coaches cost that much. There was a coach in Alaska who would have trained me for $1,000. I could have saved $500, but I wanted that in-person meeting and I wanted that experience. So that's why I was willing to pay more for that. Okay, so time and coach. Third most important thing is going to be your diet. Can you afford enough protein powder and protein to support your gains throughout this whole process? I had to buy probably 5 different jars of protein in addition to eating turkey and chicken and sausage throughout this prep. In fact, I just ate my last meal before my second show. This was ground chicken, spinach, and salsa. So you also have to be prepping meals. You have to stick to your diet on prep. So besides that, what you're going to need to spend money on, my trainer had me buy things like, sorry, my room's a little bit of a mess because today's show day is a little crazy. Light salt. Light salt is good for your last couple weeks before your show. It gets rid of subcutaneous water, helps your muscles look better. I also invested in these BFR bands, hip resistance bands, wrist wraps, HydroCharge, or replenishing supplement. All these little hidden costs you don't think of, but I probably spent about $100 on all of those things which I supplemented in my training. In addition to that, you have to register with NPC if you're doing that division of show. That's $125, and it's for 1 calendar year. I only did 1 show this year, but I still had to pay the whole $125. In addition to that fee, there's a $125 fee for the show I did. Or it was $100 per class I competed in, and I competed in 2 divisions. I did True Novice, since it was my first show, and Novice C, which is based on your height. And so that's $200 right there. Boom! The swimsuit. This is another area you can kind of save money or spend a lot based on how serious you want to be. Etsy has suits. Girls resell their suits. There's a way to save money on suits because it's a piece of cloth with fake jeweling. But I ordered from Toxic Angels Bikinis, and y'all expensive AF. Oh, camera's here. Y'all expensive AF. It was $490 for the suit. Yikes. Youch. I know. And then I ordered my shoes from Shoe Fairy. Highly recommend them. They're amazing. And then I got an $80 discount towards this company, and I was like, ugh. And they ended up refunding me $80, so I ended up spending $410 on the suit. Okay, Showday is going to be your most expensive part because I got a manicure. I did this at the Paul Mitchell School here in Boise, where it's students going to cosmetology school, so it's cheaper. So it was only 20 bucks to get this blinged out nail. Yes. My best friend was going to Paul Mitchell. She did my hair, so didn't cost me as much as most people will charge you. My makeup I got done by a professional makeup artist. That cost me 80 bucks. I did get hair extensions. That's another fat investment. I hope my dad's not watching this video. Dad, shut it off. Hair extensions cost like $300. Plus I got my hair colored. Yeah. So that's an expense you can cut out if you're like trying to budget this show. I went bougie. I went all the way in. So I think the last thing I need to talk about is jewelry. I got earrings, 1 ring, and 2 bracelets. They're stuck together right now. One is, hold on. One is this bracelet and one is this. And some girls will wear a ring on both hands, bracelets on both hands. Just got my earrings in. I've always had this belly button piercing. I'm going to put this all on the screen as I'm like talking and then just be like, run a little subtotal and y'all can be like, ah! But yeah. So I think I covered all the bases. Oh, I also got a robe. It has Ava Flava on the back. I gotta show you. And the robe is not necessary. A lot of girls wear it like backstage. If you gotta get touched up with glaze or touched up with spray, it's nice to just throw this on. And it's silk, so it doesn't get dirty from your tan. And so I got it in blue. Most girls get it in black with lace. But if you want to be extra, we got this. And it has Ava Flava on the back. And we also got Ava Flava on the front. Boom, boom. What else? Okay, another thing I invested in was this Bikini Bite, and this like glues your suit onto your booty or your boobs if you need it. And honestly, it's not worth buying because the tanning company that comes to the show, they have this on hand and they glue it for you. Also, the tanning company cost another $125. That's another expense. You get your spray tan the night before and they spray you again show morning and they touch you up and they glaze you. I was gonna hire a friend who spray tans for like 20 bucks, but she doesn't do competition tans and she doesn't have like the dark and the glaze, and she wouldn't have been there to touch me up. So gosh, $125 for a freaking spray. Criminals. Side note, Toxic Angels Bikini sends you the bikini in a seashell and it's kind of cute. Real quick, one more expense that just crossed my mind is if you hire a posing coach, that's more money. So my coach, Eric, knows how to train me in coaching and he helped me a lot. But I also did do one session with a girl who is pro certified and she was like 50 bucks for an hour just so I could get another perspective. So I spent another $50 and we'll add that there in the total. But I just had to tell you guys because I'm not forgetting anything on this expense for bikini show. I want it accurate. But yeah, that's all the expenses. Before I add this up on the screen, I'm going to guess I invested probably $3,000 in this whole prep. Girls who compete all the time, you're crazy. You spend way too much money. Why? But it was definitely a rewarding experience. It was challenging. I feel amazing. Showday's the best because I don't need to work out. I can eat. And I get beautified to pose and show off all the hard work, which I've been lifting for 22 weeks now. So I lost 32 pounds. There's definitely ways to save money. You know, there's ways to meal prep and out of sausage and spinach and egg whites, which is very, very cheap, low budget eating. But basically, if you want to compete and you want to be serious, You better start saving those tips, girl. And that is that. And that concludes this video on how much it costs to compete.
Sure. And now the top two. Second place, your runner-up, battle is going to go to Ava Herron. The winner, Monica Sorensen. The gold in Will Smith team on 24 going to change towards the third. Top 5 finals right here. Fifth place, that award is going to go to Kaylin Baker. Fourth place award, Ava Haran. Third place, that award goes to Amy Lesnar.
We in the car, we ride slow, we doing things that the girls don't do.
Danny Kane,
the boys stare, we smile back. All my girls
Jim
in
Johnson.
the rainbow Cadillac.
This bad boy, let's go.